The Church of Scientology is in damage control tonight after the arrest in Australia of one of its most senior leaders. Tom Cruise and John Travolta are just two of the thousands who have signed up to her cause. Brian Seymour has this exclusive report.
She is one of Scientology's top global leaders, part of the inner circle, a confidant to its top stars. Now we can reveal she has been accused of covering up child sex abuse right here in Australia.
You don't know the history of psychiatry. I do.
Tom Cruise learnt his history of psychiatry from Jan Eastgate. Last Thursday, she was in Sydney. Two detectives arrested and charged her with pervert the course of justice. Her passport was surrendered and she was released on bail. So who is Jan Eastgate and what are the allegations that led to her being arrested and charged? Jan Eastgate is the global leader of a group named the Citizens Commission on Human Rights, or the CCHR. It's based in California. It was set up by Scientology to wipe out the practice of psychiatry across the planet.
Psychiatry is a so-called science behind the Holocaust and euthanasia, and the psychiatrists set up the whole euthanasia campaign in the concentration camps. They went into the concentration camps and they set it up and they decided who was going to be killed.
In the late 1980s, Jan Eastgate was a key campaigner against the abuses carried out at Sydney's notorious Chelmsford Psychiatric Hospital.
The Chelmsford patients have used us as their voice, and I guess that's why we've been so persistent.
A 1990 Royal Commission found 24 deaths at Chelmsford were preventable. The patients were given a cocktail of drugs and electroshock treatment. In 1988, Jan Eastgate was recognised by Scientology, awarded its highest honour, the Freedom Medal. John Travolta got his Freedom Medal in 1991. In 2005, Tom Cruise got his.
I think you know that I am there for you.
Between the age of about 7 to 11, he was molesting me.
Carmen Rayner last year detailed her allegations on the ABC's Late Line program and here on Today Tonight.
They've called the police on us, Carmen.
Why didn't they call them back when I was 11?
What do you mean?
Well, why didn't they call them and tell the police to arrest the pedophile when I was 11?
It was 1985. Carmen was just 11 years old. Her mother Phoebe and her stepfather Robert were both Scientologists and raising Carmen as one. At the same time, Robert Kerr was sexually abusing his stepdaughter. In an interview 1 year ago, Carmen alleged the role Jan Eastgate played in the subsequent investigation.
The church got involved then, and then they sent Jan Eastgate over to drill me and tell me what to say to the police and what to say to docs.
Instead of going to the police, Carmen's mother turned to Scientology and Jan Eastgate for help.
Just say no. Don't say yes, because otherwise you will be taken away from your parents and you'll never see your family again.
Carmen alleges the reason Jan Eastgate allegedly coached her to lie to the police was to protect the Church of Scientology from any embarrassment. Earlier today, we contacted Jan Eastgate through her lawyer to offer her the chance to respond to this story. So far, we've heard nothing back. We also contacted the Citizens Commission on Human Rights and the Church of Scientology. Again, so far, no response. The man who abused Carmen, her stepfather Robert Kerr, turned himself in to police in 1999. Carmen Rayner has always maintained one reason she spoke out was to encourage others to tell their story. A call echoed by federal independent Senator Nick Xenophon.
Given what has occurred, the only fair thing to say is that if anyone has information about this case or any other matters, they should go to the police and give a statement so that the police have all the available information.